It's Saudi Arabia. We've arrived, which is essentially a boot camp out here in these cabins in the desert. There's some hardship. The power didn't work in the rooms this morning. It's cold. Maxime is just super hungry, but look at this. We're in Saudi Arabia. Aww. Have you ever been to the Middle East? I've been to Qatar, Oman, Israel, Jordan, Palestine, the UAE, Egypt, if you can count Egypt. But today I'm gonna go to a new place. I'm going to Saudi Arabia for a bike race, the Saudi Tour. It was last put on in 2020 and now it's back for 2022 after the coronavirus year. I'm pretty excited about this. It's a country, Saudi Arabia, that's only open to tourism since 2019. This is my first time to the country. It's gonna be a long journey and I'm gonna take you there, and at the end of the journey, I'm gonna show you a little bit of Saudi Arabia. Now let's talk about Saudi Arabia. I know what some of you are thinking. Why do you want to go to that country with all of its human rights issues and everything else that's going on? Well, I tell you, cycling races take you places. As I said, I'm going for the 2020 Saudi Tour, and it's a chance to see a new country. And before you judge a country, you should at least visit it. I had misconceptions about China before I went there way back for the tour of Beijing. I went twice, and on the second time, I fell in love with China. The same for other races like the Tour of Qatar, Tour of Oman. I've been to the UAE Tour in the Emirates. I've been to Bahrain to interview the Prince. My favorite country out of all those Middle Eastern countries, I would say, is Jordan or Oman. Have you been to the Middle East? Drop some comments down below. Let me know where you've been. Or if you want to go, let me know where you're thinking about going. It's in these new countries when you're exploring the country, you're driving around by car, you're trying the different foods, you're trying the different coffees in the countries, the different customs. You really get to know the people and put all the government issues and all the politics aside. I'm super excited about Saudi Arabia. I'm not going to Riyadh, but I'm going up to AlUla's. AlUla, I'll get the pronunciation right sometime during this week. So the idea is to fly over there and interview some of the cyclists that are taking part in this bike race, including Lawson Craddock, the American, Caleb Ewan, and Dylan Groenewegen, the sprinters, and also get a chance to explore this beautiful UNESCO area. It looks like Utah out there. It has all these massive rock formations. It's like Petra in Jordan. If you've ever seen that or if you ever heard of it, it is an awesome place. I'm so excited. So I'm going to take you with me on my journey from Florence, Italy to Saudi Arabia, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the country when I get there. But right now I got to catch my connecting flight to Paris. And made it to Paris. But is it always raining here? Look at this, got some food here while I wait for my flight. It's France, so quiche. Not bad, not airport food. We're waiting here for all the teams to arrive, all the journalists to arrive. Everybody's on the same chartered flight from Paris down to AlUla. All the cyclists, including all the stars, all the teams, all the journalists, we're all on the same chartered flight going down there, and we arrive like around 3 a.m. in the morning. Everybody's gonna be tired, and I just heard from one of the photographers, they're doing a photo shoot out in the desert. It should be cool with all those rocks in the background. That's the plan. That's part of the craziness of these early season invitation races. Other races like the Tour de France, everybody kind of flies in and arrives by their own flights or by their car or whatever. On invitation races like this, the organization arranges a flight, in this case a big chartered flight all the way down to Saudi Arabia. It should be fun. I had to go over there and buy some earplugs and some soap for the trip. Where's the coolest place you've ever been on a work trip, or the most adventurous trip you've taken for work before? Drop some comments down below, but it's about time for me to check in. So going to Saudi Arabia, and as you know, it's a dry country, so getting in the last drop of beer before I set sail. Look at these guys I found. Jan Peter, Belgium.
I'm not in frame.
And Maxime, there he is. Yeah, now you're in frame.
Now I'm frame.
From Holland. Enjoying a bit of beer. Actually, I don't mind not drinking alcohol for 8 days. It's better, it's a good diet. Even at home, I try to go a week without drinking anything. I try to not drink beer anyway, it's too much fat. So this is gonna be good for me, but I am really enjoying this final beer.
I forgot your famous glasses.
We're boarding, I've had 3 beers now. The last 3 before, is this recording?
Of course.
The last 3 before Saudi Arabia. Now I'm ready to get on that flight and sleep. It's Saudi Arabia. Good to be here and good to get that new stamp on my passport. I'm hoping to get a few hours of napping time, and then I'm gonna show you outside here in Saudi Arabia. After a 5-hour flight from Paris, a 30-minute bus ride, we've arrived, which is essentially a boot camp, and this is where I'm gonna be sleeping the next 8 nights out here in these cabins in the desert. I'll show you around here in a minute. Right now we're waiting to get our bags off the bus and get into the room. It's still like 6 o'clock in the morning here. But I'm happy to be here. Look, we got actual Saudi Arabian sand. That's it right there. Saudi Arabia. The thing you have to remember is that we're in the desert, and although it's gonna get up to 25 degrees, 22 degrees tomorrow, right now it's cold. This is basic, but hey, that's how it is sometimes when you travel. This is my little space, and I'm gonna show you. It's located right next to the bathroom over that way. I got the sun coming up, and I have the showers off that way. Hopefully there's some hot water, but I gotta get in here and take a nap. I'm tired. Another thing you need to consider, Saudi Arabia, 2 hours time difference from mainland Europe, another 8 hours from the east coast of the United States, New York City. We had an overnight flight. I had a little bit of jet lag. It's now 8:50. I feel better. There's some hardship. The power didn't work in the rooms this morning. It's cold. Maxime is just super hungry, but look at this. We're in Saudi Arabia. We got this kind of Mars landscape. What?
Well, I'm still defreezing.
He's still defrosting. He's Dutch. You have to pardon his English, pardon my English. Ah. Now we're gonna go find some lunch, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the sights of Saudi Arabia. And in the next few days, I'm gonna try to squeeze in a couple more vlogs while I'm here also doing my work covering the race for the Saudi tour, so stick with us. It is actually a lot colder here than I kind of imagined it would be. I didn't bring enough clothes, so I hope I'm gonna make it. So I hope I'm gonna make it through the next week because it's cold. But it's supposed to get up to 22 degrees. Hopefully it does today. Okay, now we're gonna get through this coffee, and then we're gonna get out there and explore a little bit. Oh, it's really a lot of confusing beige cubicles. Everything looks the same. Trying to find your way around here. We keep getting lost. It's one of those days, and understanding a new country and a new place, it's frustrating at times, and I think you always have to go through that on the first days when you're lost, frustrated. But you got to remind yourself it's a new country and it's a new adventure. Just bumped into Caleb Youn over there, big Tour de France sprinter. Happy to see him. He was happy to see me. That's how low key this area is. You just go right up, speak to the cyclist, and I arranged my interview for later. I'm doing an interview with him for Flow Bikes later on this afternoon. Now I'm gonna get over there. See that's the press tent. I'm gonna sit down, do a little bit of work, and get situated here. This is my work day. This is how it is traveling all around the world for bike races and seeing new places. It brings a smile on my face, even though I'm quite tired. It's been a long day of traveling, 2-3 hours without heat in my cabin this morning. But hey, that's the adventures of a new country.